Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for being a part of this webinar that is titled Blurring the Boundaries with XR Technology. We have our two lovely guest speakers with us, Mr. Atul Kaluskar and Mr. Vishal Jadhav. So, Mr. Atul Kaluskar is the MD and founder of CWW Limited, and Mr. Vishal Jadhav is the chairman and founder of CWW Limited. So let me once again say thank you for taking out the valuable time and being here to share your learning, your valuable insights about XR technology, about metaverse, and how it is transforming various industries, including the events industries. Uh, so yeah, please take it ahead. I hand it over to you guys.
Uh, Thanks a lot for this wonderful introduction. And let us start this session on the blurring the boundaries with the extended realities. And thanks a lot, JioTesseract team, for this wonderful session. And let's go with what is the in the slides or what we are going to speak today. So today, the major takeaways, the key takeaways will be the benefits of XR technology in trade and commerce. We'll cite some examples of XR and even the future potential of extended reality. So the flow will be like this. So we'll start with what is AR, VR, and XR, the journey of digitization, that is XR in metaverse. We'll try to give some sectorial examples with a GeoGlass in perspective. Some numbers, without numbers, there is no fun. And benefit of XR technology in trade and commerce, and more important, with the focus on the events, trades, exhibitions, and so on. So this exhibition and trade and conferences will be today's major focus, how this extended reality will catch up with this new technology. We'll try to give some examples of exhibitions in metaverse or with extended technology and what we can do with GeoGlass furthermore. And the last will be some time will be allocated to Q&A. So let us start. So the basics, a simplistic slide. So what is VR? So virtual reality, the name, actually all this VR, AR, MR, the names itself are very clear. So VR is a fully digital, interactive, three-dimensional simulated environment. So simulated is the most important word in this. It is generated by a computer. And as the name suggests, everything in this environment is virtual. There is nothing physical, everything is virtual. And the headsets or the VR goggles convert this virtual environment into a reality. There are three types, non-immersive VR, semi-immersive VR, and fully immersive VR. Many industries like training, education, engineering, real estate are using this technology for quite a few years now. Now let's see what is augmented reality. Now augmented reality is an addition. This is real-time use of information in the form of graphics, audio, and other enhancements and text. This is integrated with real-world objects. Therefore, in AR, computer-generated content is superimposed on the user real-world view. So, examples of AR use on medical, that is surgery. Let's take an example of a complicated laparoscopic surgery. If a surgeon knows the anatomy well, he performs the surgery better. Interior design, tourism, data visualization, and so many applications are there. Uh, AR can be classified into two parameters, that is a marker-based and a markerless. Markerless being more prominent, and it is further divided into three categories. One is a location-based, other is a overlay-based, and the third is a counter-based. So this is about augmented reality. Now let's see what is mixed reality. Now mixed reality, again the name says, it's a real-world environment with a computer-generated environment. Real world and computer generated environment are together. Here, physical and virtual objects can coexist together and interact with real time, in a real time. So holographic representation in mixed reality is the key differentiator of MR compared to VR and AR. So if you can see, MR creates an environment, including spatial mapping, hand tracking, eye tracking, speech inputs, location, and 3D assets also. So there are a lot of examples. And GeoGlass, with GeoGlass, we can use this technology in a most effective way, and which we'll see in the next slides. But before that, let's see how evolution started of this content. 80s, we were limited to personal computers. Then the WWW era came. Then the in 2000s mobile. Now VR, and now we are talking in 2020s about extended realities. So this progression is going to happen in a very faster way from now onwards. But to have the extended reality, there are four ingredients or four parameters which are primarily important from our perspective. Number one, the environment should be realistic. We human beings like to live, like to stay in a three-dimensional environment. We are not born in two-dimensional environment. So visualization, understanding is much better of any situation when it is a three-dimensional. Now compare a blackboard or whiteboard education system versus a three-dimensional education system. Here, in three-dimensional, the understanding of the students will be far better than the two-dimensional whiteboard education system. So number one is a realistic environment. Second is the devices and immersive goggles. There are quite a few goggles available in the market, but those are quite heavy, impractical to use. Charging is an issue, and more than that, you cannot wear more than 30 to 45 minutes because of their weight. And the third component is the NFT creation. This will be a huge task in front of us. Again, those NFTs should be realistic, close to real. In fact, those should appear more than real. And the last and important thing coming is the haptics and feedbacks. This all excellent technology with haptics will play an important role to take us absolutely close to the reality, so that the boundaries between the reality and the virtual is completely blurred, and both will become a seamless environment. So this is a GeoGlass. So first parameter of this, it is a immersive content. You can enjoy extremely high definition images on a big screen, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and also 360-degree content on a single device. The spatial audio, GeoGlass comes with the world's first private directional audio specialty designed for mixed reality. The comfort, the glasses that conveniently fits on our face. Even if you are wearing a spec, these glasses can fit on the specs very easily. Then the lightness. These geo glasses are extremely lightweight. What I said earlier, that earlier devices are difficult to wear because of the weight. Contrast to that, this lightweight is so easy to wear that you will not get fatigue at all. Again, it is very easy to use. You have to just plug in the smartphone with the GeoGlass and you are in the 3D environment. Let's take some sectorial implementation of GeoGlass with this extended technology. So there's a lot of sectors where we can use this. Let's take example of manufacturing. Again, automotive assembly line, maybe a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. Imagine there is a production line and there is a defect. Kanban system stops the manufacturing line and the worker cannot take a decision, of course. And the root cause analysis and the fault finding needs a lot of functional, all the people involved in that system. Manufacturing, production, R&D, procurement, and all people are required. So instead of physically coming them at a one location, these people can wear the GeoGlass, come in a virtual environment, and try to fix the issue instantaneously. This will reduce the cost tremendously. Second important and very vital segment is the education. Education is a very broad topic where I want to also add education and information or instructions. For example, you purchase a new machine, maybe related to anything. How to use this machine can be done very easily using this extended technology. Banking is a classic example. The physical banks slowly will get extinct, and one can really walk in the banks in a virtual atmosphere or any of the object. For example, someone want to open a bank account, someone want to open or break the fixed deposit, someone want to apply for the auto loan or the housing loan and so on. Construction, real estate is again a huge topic. Imagine a person or a family want to purchase a flat, and what is the today's process of purchasing, where they shortlist some physical sites, they visit there, they see the ready flat or the sample flat, but what actual the flat shown, the building is under construction and we are getting the flat on the 8th floor. So how I will imagine from the building which is not yet constructed? And there is a solution with XR that every flat is a sample flat. In fact, the cost of sample flat is not only reduced, but even the building is not constructed. You can go to the 8th or 9th or 10th floor and see the surrounding all over, how it looks. In fact, you can also decorate or interior design your house or your flat using this technology. Healthcare, again an emerging segment. A lot of applications are there, but I will take you one classic example, a very niche example of a robotic surgeries, which are now becoming very, very popular in India also. Now, with robotic surgery, when robo is performing the surgery, the surgeon sitting in Mumbai, can he perform the surgery in Coimbatore? The answer is yes, with this excellent technology. And it is started happening. Entertainment is a huge field again. We can go on the screen with our hero or the heroine and have a dance over there. Or we can stop the movie in between and again log in and again watch the next movie. Sports, again a great example, which we'll talk about in a detail. For example, football, or let's say cricket, which is close to our hearts. Uh, let's imagine Virat Kohli is batting and you are standing in the gully and you can observe how his square drive, he's putting his square drive. Exactly standing in the gully. E-commerce and retail, events and exhibition is the major topic which Vishal will cover today. Travel and tourism is again a field where again try and buy is a today's mantra, and where you can really go and visit those sites in a virtual environment, and then you can plan your actual travel. Workspaces, working from home is boring. We need people around us. So how we can do that? So with this with GeoGlasses, we can work in workplaces which are similar to our workplaces, where our colleagues can come together and we can have the actual effectiveness of working together. Gaming, public services like police stations, fire brigade, and so on. Training is also important topic, not only related to corporates, but commando training, firefighting training, and so on, which are expensive trainings. Oil and gas training in oil and gas industry. These are very expensive, can be done through XR at a very, very minimal cost. And of course, research and development. Today's topic is how we utilize this XR in the events, which Vishal will speak in detail. But events can be classified in many ways: award functions, conference summits, fitness, yoga, board meetings, town halls, presentations, and so on, career fairs, and so on. Let's take example of XR technology in trade and commerce. Let's say we want to buy an apparel. Today we buy online and we don't like that object, we return it. It is estimated that this return is about 25 to 27%, and that's a huge cost of running this show. While in using XR technology with GeoGlass, we can have this immersive experience. First, we can try those apparels. For example, I want to buy a shirt. So creating an avatar, I can buy the shirt, I can wear the shirt, my avatar can wear the shirt, and then can finalize the shirts. Perhaps the question is that the rejection rate, can it be reduced drastically low? The seemingly answer is yes. So what is the benefit of this virtual event segment? So number one is immersive. In today's discussion, or whenever we're talking about metaverse or geoglass in perspective, we'll hear this word immersive again and again. So here immersive means we'll practically go inside that environment, which is very, very close or exactly similar to the real-time environment. We'll get a complete 360-degree view. There is increased interactivity, cost-saving aspects for both organizers and the users are enormous, which we can't imagine. Data analytics is perfect on the spot without any effort, without collecting the data again and processing again. On the spot, the data is processed and we can have the analytics in front of us when we are in this environment. And most important parameter is 24/7 from any geographical location, the accessibility. So let's take about a key operational challenge in the physical event sector. Imagine there is a physical event, and what are the problems or what are the troubles or what are the challenges? First is the logistics. There is a huge cost for that, huge trouble for that, coordination. Second, budget constraints, technology problems, security, sustainability. These are the major operational challenges in the event sector. So, in again examples of trade and commerce, we can see the products with, instead of a physical, we can have the virtual product. We can demonstrate, try and retail, which I gave an example of an apparel. It can be used for glasses. We can buy anything what we want. Enhance online shopping experience, which will be far better, superior at a reduced cost. Immersive, again the word is coming, immersive and interactive training and education experience for the employees. Virtual projects increase efficiency, and therefore it is increase efficiency in the supply chain, logistic operation, and whatever. So with this, I hand over to Vishal for the next part of this interaction. Over to you, Vishal.
So, welcome all for this interactive session, yeah, which is World Beyond platform powered by JioGlasses. So, we are speaking today on the solutions with XR, and we have already launched three of our solutions. Yeah, one is related to exhibitions. We have launched virtual trade fair and exhibition where inside Metaverse, using XR technology, exhibitors and visitors can meet each other, can see the product demonstration, at the same time can have fruitful discussion on business. Second is conferences, where speaker and audience can meet each other, interact with each other inside Metaverse using XR. And then third are meeting rooms where the closed room discussions can happen, where officials from various locations and from various devices can be in the same common interactive environment where collaborative activities can be performed in much effective manner, at the same time most economical way. So this is now a example of person from China, India, Germany, and United States. All four are doing a complex automotive assembly from four different locations at the same time from four different devices like Geo glasses. Someone is from laptop and Windows. Yeah, someone is from GeoDive, from mobile, iOS, and Android. And at the same time, it is real time and it is more effective in terms of the ROI and performance. Now, moving ahead, when we speak about the global exhibition industry or virtual exhibition industry, it is about $94 billion of industry, combines of exhibitions, trade shows, summits, and conferences. And in this exhibition industry, these are the three main components. So one is exhibition organizer, who organizes this exhibition, who decides the topic. Always it is sector specific. Yeah. Then second parameter are exhibitors, who decides to exhibit their products by having a space and constructing booth there. And then third is visitors, who decides to visit these exhibitions, who speak with these exhibitors, and together all of these three generate trade and investment. Yeah. So moving ahead, going more details of this exhibition industry. So if we see the direct expenses or spending done by all three of them is about 14.5 billion euros, out of which exhibitor spending is about 9.5 billion euros, visitor spending is about 4.5 billion euros, and then rest is by exhibition organizers. And collectively, they generate $28 billion of trade as well as 200,000 of employment. This is just specifically for German exhibition industry. Yeah, Germany is known for exhibitions and events, and for years we all go and visit and exhibit there. So let's see now how the journey starts. Yeah, so the journey starts 1.5 years before, when exhibition organizer decides to do exhibition, starts with planning, venue booking. A year before, exhibition organizers declare show generally, where they allocate resources, they start doing marketing activities. Then it comes to 6 to 9 months before the exhibition, the exhibitor book their space, they apply for visa, they book their hotels and air tickets, and then a month before, exhibit ship their physical goods to display during the exhibition, and even they start their marketing activity. Now let's look at what visitors are doing. Yeah, so a month before, visitor then book their tickets. They take visa, do their hotel bookings, and then during the event, yeah, where exhibitor starts with preparation of their booth, they display their products, they start having meetings with potential customers, they do branding and marketing, and the most important thing is sales closing, yeah, what everyone is expecting. And vice versa, visitors are meeting exhibitors, attending conferences and doing sales meeting. See, the whole experience of exhibition organizer to exhibitor and visitor, we are replicated in XR, yeah, in world beyond. And this whole 14.5 billion euro of industry, we are trying to transform. So let's look at now how is the spending done. So the exhibitor spending is more towards stand construction and stand rental, accommodation, travel expenses, and shopping. And the visitor spending is about 4.5 billion euros. That is more onto accommodation, travel expenses, entry ticket, and then all of those things which are supportive. So on an average, an exhibitor spends about 21 lakh rupees, and on an average, the visitor spends around 2 lakh rupees for their international visit. Yeah. And we are not here trying to replace the physical exhibition industry. We are here to add value to that industry for those who cannot travel because of their time restrictions, because of their budget constraints. We are already started giving our hybrid solutions and events using XR, where those who cannot travel can attend virtual exhibitions. Yeah. Now, in this, let's understand what is the objective of participation. So, first objective is caring about existing customers. Second objective is acquisition of new customers where they want new business, enhance company awareness, improve the image and brand of the company, presentation of new products and displaying new services, even learning from the new technologies and what exactly competitors are doing, and then open up a new market and conclusion of sales contacts. So all of these objectives are better addressed using XR and Metaverse. Yeah, and we see that there is more value in terms of investment as well as in terms of returns. Yeah, so let's see how world beyond journey starts. So it starts with selecting a character where you enter your name, you select your character. If you want to customize your avatar, yeah, you can customize it. And then there is a event editor, a big gallery, where exhibition organizer decides what exterior they want to have, what hall, what types of hall they want to have, what sort of booth they want to have. And then once organizer construct this basic requirement, they open it for exhibitor. Yeah, and exhibitor's role is designing their own booth. So there is a control panel, there's a SaaS application and a dashboard where exhibitor can create their own booth where they can decide which image to upload. They have to upload their logos. Sorry. Yeah, they can upload their videos, they can upload their sales literature. Yeah, and then once exhibitors are ready, the event is live and visitor starts attending in the avatar form. And it is all live where you can see each other. Once you are on this platform, there is an automatic audio call which gets connected and you can speak to each and every one of them. Whenever there are business discussions which you want to keep confidential, there are separate meeting areas where you together can move and no one can listen to you. The communication is anyway encrypted. There is also an artificial intelligence on the back end where auto matchmaking and auto communication happens. And that's how visitors can interact with exhibitors. If it is on GeoGlasses, it is as good as you're standing there. But if in the absence of GeoGlasses, you can attend it from your laptop, from your mobile, or from your iPad with the same experience which you just see. We have shared our screen. And that's how the whole environment can be different. You can see real-time 3D products. So on the dashboard, you can upload, everyone nowadays have 3D products. So you upload your 3D products and your potential customers can see them, can experience them. Or there are common areas where sitting can be made. There are live concerts. There are live conferences. Yeah. So all of these things can be made near to realistic or as good as realistic. Yeah. That's what we are trying day by day to have it more interactive and immersive. And this is the whole about the world beyond platform. Now, this is how you can experience the products. So there are 3D products uploaded by exhibitor, and visitor literally can lift them. Even the weight can be felt. And that's how, if they want to show something, they want to assemble it, they want to see how the fitment and quality is going to be, especially in the sectors of manufacturing, engineering, automotive, railway, aerospace, defense. Yeah, all of them, they love this platform, and every day hundreds of users are using it. There are various events getting hosted on it. So all of this is what XR is. Even going inside the automotive, yeah, and experiencing it, removing the parts, yeah, or assembling anything, all of this. And the thing is, from the dashboard, exhibitor can see what visitors are looking at. Yeah. So when you're touching the engine and casting, he knows about it, and he can explain you that this casting is of aluminum, or the tire is of this grade of rubber. All of these things can be live and real time. And this is how 3D products can be seen. So when we go to exhibitions, we touch and see, and which that is the part which is even right now missing. Yeah, but that's what haptic is. But then with the 3D virtual environment, you get closer to it with that experience. Yeah. And that's what we are trying to do. And this is the dashboard where everyone can see from where exhibitors are coming, from where visitors are coming, from which country, from which IP address, how many of them, how much time they have spent in front of you. Yeah. So all of these statistics are available. Generally, when you go to physical exhibition, you don't know all of the visitors, but here you have access and contact information of every single person who is there. Yeah. And that's how these are a couple of use cases. So one of the automotive expo which we did for our European client. So this event was for 5 days. There were about 60 exhibitors and about 10,000 visitors from 110 countries. There were 10 speakers and about 600 business meetings. And the average discussion time was about 24 minutes, and the average user active time was 45 minutes. So you may see the effectiveness of it. Every quarter, we are hosting investment convention and conferences on our platform. Generally, those are for 2 days, where about 10 to 12 government agencies meet about 300 investors from 15 countries. Yeah, there are speakers. Duration of discussions, yeah, the sessions are about 14 hours. Average discussion time is about 38 minutes, and average user active time is 4 hours. So all of these things are improving, and COVID has taught us a lot of things of how to use digital media in more effective manner. And then third is meeting rooms, where a closed room discussions may happen. Every day our platform is being used by a lot of companies to have their morning meetings, to have their discussions. Yeah, to have interactiveness. You can share your screen. Yeah, there are private meeting rooms where you enter and speak. So I mean, I remember, Atul, I traveled to Germany just to have one meeting. Yeah. So I started from Pune at 5, 6 o'clock, reached to Mumbai airport. My flight was at early morning. It was through Zurich. I reached to Hanover, had my one meeting, yeah, which was for 2 hours, and then I started my return journey. And I don't think so that with the Geo glasses or with the XR coming up the way, not me but anyone else will do in similar manner, unless it is really urgent. And right. So uh, it is not just comparing today between physical exhibitions and XR, but it is also important to compare ourselves with the present digital tools and XR. So the present digital tools which we use are online search engines, where companies register themselves, enter their address, upload their pictures. Yeah. And then people rate you, people comment you, and all of this is beyond your control. Or there are a lot of business to business B2B websites where we enroll ourselves, we put our contact details and information, product services, and then we start getting leads. Similar to e-commerce platforms, social media. Yeah. And then of course the video conference, as we are speaking now, there are a lot of video conference tools. So in my opinion, Metaverse and XR is going to replace all of this eventually. And the effectiveness as well as the cost comparison, if you compare with even the digital tools where you have no control, effectiveness is far more larger. Tourism is not behind. Yeah. So one of our client, we are developing the whole tourism experience where people nowadays following a robo, which is research online and then buy or visit offline. Yeah. So this approach is increasing. And that's the reason immersive experience is going to be the first hand tool which people will use it before going physically and practically to the places. Yeah, so digital tourism is also consistently increasing along with all of those sectors and applications which Atul spoke about. So in this, what can you do with GeoGlasses, Atul?
Yeah. So thanks, Vishal, for giving this entire outlook of this exhibition. So along with us in this platform, which we have developed at CWW Limited, and our name is of this metaverse is the Metaverse World Beyond, where all these events we can now witness, or we can have immersive feeling with the GeoGlasses. So GeoGlass will provide a highly immersive experience for our events, more engaging and immersive completely.
Yeah.
It will the cost reduction is immense. We can't imagine, means compared to physical event and versus the events on our platform of CWW Limited, the World Beyond, using the GeoGlass, the cost will be tremendous. And the third and the last important benefit is that a lot of people are having constraints, for example, time constraint, budget constraint, physical problems. They all can visit whenever they want these exhibitions or these events, and they can participate and interact with other people, which they can't do otherwise. So these are the benefits of having this GeoGlass with us. And there are so many other sectors where this exhibition industry or the event industry can work out. In the worldwide, if you see, there are hundreds of exhibitions happening from the sector specific, be it medical, automotive, interior, and whatnot. There are so many niche exhibitions are happening everywhere in the world. Those are now considering in a serious way that how we can enhance our reach, how we can extend our reach to the people who are not able to attain by similar platform. And therefore, the solution to reach out these people is using the platform, that is the CWW's platform, the World Beyond, and the experiencing with GeoGlass. These are the quite essential solution which will bridge the gap between the real world and the virtual world. And this is our today's topic, that how we can bridge up the gap. And this gap will not be in fact blur. That atmosphere of a real time and a virtual time will be completely cohesive, and it will be one environment in coming time. I'll leave the session open. I think we finished in the given time. So we leave open session for if there is any other question, answer, query. We would like to take it. We'll try to answer those.
So we have Vaibhav who says, what will be the cost for Geo glasses? So Vaibhav, we haven't launched it yet, and the cost and all that is still yet to decide. Won't be commenting on that. We'll move on to the next one. Nachiket is asking, how do you foresee use of XR in real estate?
So the current process is that they shortlist some few places based on the advertisements or the telephone calls we get or from other references. Then they visit those places. Visiting, you can visit at the most 2 or 3 sites in a day. And the person over there, the salesperson takes to a sample flat, which is ready to show flat. And that sample flat is fully loaded. In fact, it is fully loaded with the artifacts. And after showing that sample flat, which is generally on the ground floor or on the at the most first floor, and the building is yet to be constructed. Building only, there are only 2 stories constructed, and they are booking the flats. Now, this after showing this sample flat, the salesperson takes you to the table, discussion table, and he puts some map in front of you. And a common man doesn't understand based on that layout. So now here is the answer with our platform and wearing the geo glasses. Number one, you don't have to create any sample or show flat. Every flat in the building is a sample or showcase flat. Even the building is not constructed, with the available drawings, we can create an entire structure of the real estate or that building in our platform. And we can go to the 8th floor flat, flat number 802. We can go inside, we can take the measurement. There are a lot of now techniques come like a LiDAR. We can take the measurement, even we can design our house there and then itself, we can get an exact idea how our flat will look like. Not only that, we can see the surrounding, how I will look from the 8th floor, and this will make a purchase process easier. The buyer will get a real-time information about this real estate purchase, and the seller also will get a closures very quickly. So it's a win-win situation for a buyer and a seller. And for a seller, the operational cost is drastically reduced. The booking of the flats, he can block those flats. Means, for example, flat number 603 is sold. So you cannot enter in that flat for showing also. And this all process will be so effective that it is beneficial for buyer and seller both.
Just to add, this is a SaaS platform, so construction company themselves can upload their 3D model, and that model will be available in Metaverse, which can be displayed to people. Yeah, so it's not always a customization which is necessary. People can do it on their own. We make XR affordable to the Indian household.
The thing is, we see that this thing becoming a very regular thing, very something that everyone can afford very soon, and we are really working hard on it. And the objective is very clear: make sure that the device and the technology and anything related to AR VR is readily available for people across the country, and at a rate, at a price point which is affordable by everyone.
So someone asked a very important question and very close to heart. That is, what is XR in the sports? So suppose I want to watch a Wimbledon, yeah, or want to watch a FIFA World Cup. So going to Qatar, I mean, last year it was in Qatar, and watching our favorite Messi or what. It's an expensive affair. Number one, you have to book in time, crowd, and secondly, you are in that complete crowd where you can see the players from at a long distance. Okay, and at a time, if you don't like particular match, then also you have to stay there. Now compare this physical situation versus this situation here in extend technology XR, and with a glass, with a virtual glass. Here, you can be standing near the Messi. You can run along with Messi.
Yeah.
And where you don't have to physically run, you have to move your cursor, yeah, or you have to move your head. That's like, because there are the gesture feedbacks are there. So the how the Messi is running and making the goal, you can see it very clearly. Or even in World Cup cricket or in IPL, coming IPL, suppose you want to win a last when the final match or semi final is going on, which is very very exciting. You can stand behind the wicket keeper and see how Harbhajan is completely stumped the player, and you can watch it very clearly. So it is very important from a viewer perspective, organizer perspective, and even it is important from the new buddies who are coming in the sports to follow their seniors how they play cricket or how they play football. Thank you.
Opportunity for developers is enormous. Yeah, as I said, this is going to be the future. So everything which we are using, yeah, Unity, Unreal, Omniverse, all of these skills which you need, gaming engine skills, programming, XR, UI and UX, the opportunity for developers is enormous. Yeah, it is just about we are catching that future. How soon and how good is the only thing which remains in our hand.
I think every aspect of this field is growing. One is developer, also NFT creation, the platform development, hardware development, all are the
Industry
growing.
5.0
Industry
is coming on.
Web 3.0, Industry
Yeah.
5.0, and all this, there are enormous potential for the new opportunities for working.
There are trials going on ChatGPT, so ChatGPT. So all of these things will reinvent.
The question, what is the difference between HoloLens and GeoGlass? I think, Nitin, can you take this question?
Hi, this is Nitin. And major difference between us and HoloLens, what we see is the form factor. So what we've done is we're not putting the computation power or battery on your head. So HoloLens, which weighs about half a kilo, uh, has all of that on your head. And the glass, we're taking that off and putting it on the phone. So you plug in the GeoGlass with the phone, therefore it's almost one-fifth of HoloLens in weight. And the other major difference would be that the HoloLens field of view is limited. Ours will be a larger field of view. I hope that answers your question. Do let us know if you need more info.
A question that how many participants can join concurrently on the platform. So there's no concrete answer to it. We have seen that there were more than 1,500 concurrent users in one of the event. It all to do with the servers which we are using, yeah, AWS, Azure, Google services. But then we don't see at least a limitation, and 5G coming in, life will be much easier, I believe.
In the
Yes.
coming future, can this technology be used to replace existing shopping places? Example, an automotive showroom or an apparel shop or an electronics store.
Yes.
Yeah, I think automotive showroom, Nitin, that's very again close to heart. We all love automotives. And you will see the automotive showrooms, they keep a very nice showroom, huge inventory of the models there. And there are so many variants, so many colors, SKUs are increasing day by day. The fixed cost is very high. And all this cost of showroom, the air conditioning, they offer us cup of tea or coffee. They treat us very nicely at the time of delivery. They give us a large bouquet, box of a chocolate and whatnot, and a beautiful showroom, nicely glazed tiles and whatnot. The sales team is also very handsome or beautiful, and they greet you nicely. But this is all at our cost, the purchaser's cost, because there is nothing called a free lunch. Yeah. So now, instead of these physical showrooms, we can shift to virtual showrooms in our platform. And with these glasses, we can watch any model of our choice. We can not only see the model, but we can go and sit inside. We can change the colors. We can see the internal parts. We can feel the vehicle like as if it is real time. And today there is a limitation, but tomorrow, coming years, people are working on that, that we can have a test drive also on that with the simulators. Anyway, it is not yet defined, it is not yet foolproof, but that is working on. So slowly people will start buying automotives online. A second example of apparels, which earlier presentation we spoke about, it's a huge industry where we right now buy either from a physical, I mean from the stores physically, or we buy from online. Online, when we purchase, first I will compare with online, then I will come to physical stores. When we purchase from the online, there are chances that either we don't like the color, or we don't like it won't fit us, or there's some other issue, and then we return it because we are not wearing it, we are not trying it online when it is an online purchase. Here, with an avatars, with our own avatar, we can walk into the Apple showroom, and it is happening. That's why in the presentation I said the platform with nearness to the reality is the need of the time, and everyone is working on that. So in coming years, you will find that our avatar will wear that T-shirt or shirt or apparel or whatever the thing. He will test it. That avatar can see himself or herself in the mirror, and it is not enough. I want to show my friend, I want to show Vishal how I look with that T-shirt. Then I will call Vishal in that metaverse, and Vishal will join, and he will say, Atul, try change this color, and then I will buy that. So that will, number one, reduce the cost.
Also, additionally, the gadgets, yeah, so all the smart gadgets which we are using. So with the front camera of your phone,
Correct.
your phone is actually taking measurements of your body. Yeah, the phone understands your color shade of your skin, and then with AI, system will start suggesting you what to buy, what is the new fashion, what goes well on you, and whatever you will order will be 100% right.
Correct. And now compared to the physical stores, again, it is similar to the example of automotive store. Going to physical store, there is a limitation on the inventory. No NFTs are there. While on the online, you can create thousands of NFTs, limitless NFTs, which are having a very, very minuscule cost. While in physical store, whatever you like, if the color or that variant is not available, then you have to come back, or they will have to ship you out. Again, the issue starts. And therefore, in coming years, this percentage will slowly increase towards virtual showrooms on our platform and with virtual glasses.
The question which I see, can someone who wears a specs can use GeoGlass? Yeah, so
Yeah,
you have a specs. So.
yeah. So I got to spec. So of course, I have tried it with a thanks to Tesseract team that for a development perspective, though it is not, Nitin rightly said, it is not yet officially launched. So But for a development perspective, being working with Tesseract, we have tried it, and I am wearing a spec, and I can use it very effectively, very easily. There is no weight; it is extremely lightweight, a little bit more than my specs, perhaps. I mean, beyond that point, we cannot talk right now. And there are a lot of models that are coming, but this question, if at all something has to be added, Nitin is the right person to add on this.
Yeah,
I
Atul.
s-
So we also have a slot for prescription lenses. You can wear it with that, or you can wear it on top of glasses. We have a couple of options on how you can use it even with powered people with power.
right. I see next question that we are designing XR apps and stages. Currently working on Oculus. Also, we applied for Geo Developers Program, but we didn't get any answer on our email. So maybe
So you
I
can
mean,
write to Pallavi. We'll showcase the mail ID at the end of the meeting. You can write to her, and we'll get in touch with her.
great. Next question,
How
please. Kindly scroll down.
how do I get data and power from Geo into Geo? Can I view VR from computer?
So it
Nitin,
is available. Currently, we are working for with the Android phones, and in development is for iOS and Windows. So then you'll be able to plug in your GeoGlass and use it from your PC as well. So in short, it's a work in progress. You'll have it soon.
next question I see is GeoGlass similar to Google Glasses? How do you see the user acceptance? And will a user be able to wear the device for more than 2 or 3 minutes?
Nitin, I think this and the next question also for you.
Okay. So the difference that we see between Google Glass and us is Google Glass is more of a smart glass. GeoGlass has a lot more capabilities. You will be able to experience it soon. I think it's more of experience than what I can say in words. So only when you experience, you'll know it. And definitely, it can be worn for much more than 2 3 minutes. We've been doing consumer trials. We have done several testing. On an average, we've seen people using it for close to 30 minutes continuously each day for during our consumer trials. From our data, we see on an the glasses have been used close to 2 to 3 hours in a stretch as well in certain cases. And to the next question, is your glass available for retail buyers? Currently, no, but it will be available both as enterprise and for retail buyers. I think next question is also for me, Atul.
Yeah,
Which OS is using by GeoGlass? We've built our own platform. It's our own OS. It's based on Android.
I think this next question is for us, whether the Geo will sell space. So look here, so Geo is in development of a glasses. We are developing the platform, and in Meta platform, as the traffic increases, definitely the space can be, we can consider to sell the space. In fact, we have already started some other platform selling the land parcels, and it's a very important question where people have started building their own verses, small verses, or own their networks over there.
That's a multiverse approach which is coming up.
Nitin, any launch specific details or deadlines?
So you'll hear from us soon. We've targeting the next fiscal year. Uh, so what we've understood from our consumer trials, we've done a lot of research in terms of consumer trials. What we've understood is that the awareness about AR VR in India currently is limited. We are trying to educate and build awareness at this point, but pretty soon you will see them available in the store next to you.
If there are more questions, we'll uh, last slide. We'll love to answer your all questions. You can write to us. You can write to Nitin. For glasses, you can write to Nitin and the team. For platform, you can always write to us. We are working closely together, Nitin and we, Vishal and I. So on behalf of Vishal, me, Nitin, everyone,
Swapnil,
Swapnil, yeah, thank you. Thanks to Ronak, our team, Ronak, Monica, everyone. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful session. And you can reach us to us also. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Atul. Thank you, Vishal, for sharing your valuable inputs, the insights, and it was really a very engaging and a wonderful session for all of us. And thank you, attendees, for being a part of this webinar and making it happen. It was really great having you guys over here, and we hope to conduct more such sessions in the near future. And we hope to add more value when it comes to AR, VR, XR, mixed reality, and everything, whatever you listen or you are able to hear about Metaverse and all. So it was great having all of you over here. If you have any queries, obviously you can reach out to us. We'll mention the email ID over here, and you can reach out on the same email ID with your queries. Once again, thank you, Mr. Atul, and thank you, Mr. Vishal, for taking out the valuable time and sharing your valuable inputs with us. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
guys. Have
much.
a good
Great
evening.
pleasure.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.